We were all nervous about the Super Bowl. Who wouldn't have been, right? But I looked at the players around me and remembered everything we'd done to make this a reality. And with that, we put our helmets on and headed for the tunnel.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 59. The Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cleveland Browns.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions. It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So, Charles, this offense all year long, we've talked about them and how dynamic they are, especially with those offensive playmakers. A lot of people thought that they would get to the Super Bowl no trouble. I don't know that it was no trouble. They did have a few bumps, but here they are with a chance to make history and win a Super Bowl title.
And I love this team. I love the nickname. History in the making. And, partner, let's just make this one very simple. They've got their chance right here, right now, to make history tonight.
They run again on first down. Chubb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him. Feet were moving. The legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off-season working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Defense. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Coe. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And once his kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. And that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll drop to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. That catch good for only a couple.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They got 29 yards that time. I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that one. Both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
This is Carson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And fights through one man. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because
Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this 1st half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the 1st half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Cole. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You look at this Super Bowl, the 2nd appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Browns add on to their lead. zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. A three-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he has enjoyed some solid groundwork, and some good holes have been created by the guys up front.
Almost get the sense that their game plan is working to perfection, that what they worked on in practice all week, they've just translated and taken it out onto the field in this ball game. And boy, they're liking what they're seeing.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 43 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And the lead is now 24. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Coe. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
Yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do? I
don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taken in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Carson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Going right
inside here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
But maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try to guard the 35-yard line effectively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, his throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
From the gun, Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 10 yards.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Chubb. Stopped short of the 25, but that 2nd effort got him a couple extra. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I'll offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, 27 yards, and the Browns continue to roll. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
This one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, left side complete to Lockett. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jonathan Allen, his 2nd sack of the night.
Yeah, right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Taking it right down Broadway. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.